Okay, so we had a presentation about the optimizing production efficiency at Scotsburn Dairy by the group one from the OPMT course. The operation management is me, Tamika CCT Sakun, or you can call me Jeannie, and my teammate Amita, Hadi, Shamsha, Kanwa, and Merhit. We're gonna present about that today. So let's going by the first thing is the introduction and agenda. So the presentation, this one will discuss about the political components that the dairy is required to consider, including the determination of planning horizon is that time frame at which the company is planning for their production. Secondly, the demand forecasting will be another part for the production planning. Based on the demand and the existing capacity, the production option available to the business at the different working period will be analyzed. By comparing the different production option and making a combination of them will be used in order to identify production process which is capable of providing the minimum cost to the business. So the next one, I'm gonna talking about the time management on a planning horizon. So with the helping of the planning horizon, an organization will be capable to handling the different aspect of the business. Scotsburn Dairy is engaging in the manufacture of the ice cream and the frozen dessert, which will be in a really high demand in summer. Therefore, the company will be requiring to have a production plan over the period show that it cannot face any stock out related issue, neither too much inventory, which is increase the inventory holding costs. Hence, with a large planning horizon, the company will be capable of managing the overall production plan efficiently. So the next part is gonna delivery by Mohit, my teammate.
Thank you, Ginny. Now I will take care of demand forecasting. In demand forecasting, with the help of demand forecasting technique, the businesses will be capable of understanding the different business parameters like the increase or decrease in the demand level. With the help of demand forecasting, the company will understand the production requirement depending on the opening stock and the closing inventory, along with the minimum stock maintenance. Additionally, if the company is focusing on the continuous production and a maximum output generation, then in such case, they will receive a significant amount of stock maintenance, which will be carried forward in the order to compensate the demand in the next period. Next slide, please. In the production option, in the production plan, Scotsburn Dairy is having a three different type of production plan. Where will they have producing on regular basis with the 40 hours per week with a performance of 4.3 weeks in a month. And additionally, the company is having some overtime where the company will be making the overtime payment of 1.5 times the general payment during the overtime period with a 10 hours of overtime period. Additionally, in the 80 hours production planning, the company will be required to work in the double shift where will employ 40 hours of general production plan having a 40 hours of overtime production plan. Now the next slide will be taken care by Cover.
Yeah, thank you, Mohit. Now I'll talk about the regular production. The production capacity during regular production is 172 units at 40 hours per week. So our goal is optimize this plan, but this is selecting the most cost efficient weekly production hours. Uh, this is of a risk of stock shortage, so the financial implications will be the less. Like, can you please move to the next slide? Yeah, here we have two plans like 50 hours production plan and 80 hours production plan. In 50 hours production plan, the total inventory handling cost will be the 931 749. So with this, the total production cost will be the 98,010. So similarly in the 80 hours production plan, so total inventory handling cost will be the 38110. So the total production cost will be 196,020. So this is all about me. So the next slide will be presented by the Shamsher.
Thank you so much, Kamal. And the cost analysis to the identification of notable increase in overall production cost due to the overtime notable, and therefore the examination of various aspects. Overtime has multiple implications to production process and the quality, demanding carefully considering the production manager. The primary object is minimizing the overall production cost by optimizing the utilizations and the overtime capacity in their regular implementation of 80 hours plan could significant discrept in the overall production plan. Therefore it is the product that the company to refrain from the expression of the 80 hours overhead avoided production negative impacts on the production cost and overall efficiency. Instead of their focus should be implementations strategies, sustainabilities and production process and their mitigates and needed their expensive overtimes. So therefore thereby the enhancing the cost efficiency and production is the long run. So the next part is taken by the Amita. Thank you.
Thank you, Samsher. Let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Amita, and here I'll be explaining you about the inventory handling cost. Coming to the inventory handling cost, managing inventory handling cost is a crucial for businesses financial performance. Excessive production at full capacity leads to increased in handling and storage expenses here, including a warehouse and material handling cost. To reduce these expenses, it's a vital for companies to minimize the inventory holding costs as well as beyond what is necessary using these strategies like demand forecasting and efficiently supply chain management. So in this, by implementing the strategy for inventory management practices, just like in time principles and streamlined logistics, business can be minimize excess production here, impacts on handling cost while maintaining flexibility. Please take me to the next slide. So in total production cost, we can see a 50 hours a week production plan here. In accordance with the production plan, the company will be continuingly with the regular production capacity here and produce the ice cream and frozen dessert to the optimum production capacity on low regular basis. The additional production which is available in the excess of closing the stock requirement here will be stored and it will be consumed when the products are in demand. For instance, the company is having 172 units of production capacity under the regular basis, and the month of March, in the month of March, whereas they will need the total production requirement of 172 units, which is indicating that there is a deficiency of 8 units which will be served by the additional unit produced by the business in the previous month. Coming to the 80 hours of week production plan here, in every 50 hours of production plan for 2 months will exercise the 80 hours production plan in the month of June. In the rest of the 11 months, it will continue with the regular production. Here, the company is experiencing a lower inventory handling cost. However, the overall production cost is getting increased here. Over to you, Hadi. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Amita. Uh, Sorry to interrupt. Jeannie, can you please share the presentation again? I don't think it's sharing.
Okay, let me see what is wrong with it. Uh, okay. Okay, let me share it again. Do you guys can see the screen?
Never mind. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
All right. So Let me quickly talk about the decision making. Hello, my name is Hadi Farooq, and I'm going to be talk about the decision making. So, as beautifully summarized by my colleagues, for Scotsburn Dairy, there are two options apart from the usual 40 hours a week. So, it's the first one is 50 hours, and the second one is 80 hours. So, in case of 50 hours a week production, our inventory handling cost is about 930,000, while our labor cost is about 1.2 million. And in case, so the total production cost comes out to be 1.9 million. In case of 80 hours, our inventory handling cost is about 830,000 and the labor cost is 105,000. So the total production cost is about 1.8 million. So if we compare the two, the 50-hour work week and the 80-hour production week, the total production cost for the 50-hour is less. So in that case, we go with the option number one because the total production cost is less. And this way we balance the cost and efficiency in case of Scotsburn Dairy. So to conclude, minimizing the assembly input costs at the same time we have to meet the inventory requirements and avoiding the stock out is a very big challenge of Scotsburn Dairy, and we have successfully able to decide a future path, which is to go with the 50-hour production week. That's about it from our side. Thank you so much for listening.